Hi guys and welcome to Mbali Talks. In today's video, I actually want to share simple websites that will pay you anything between 50 to 100 USD per test in order for you to be able to give your opinions, either sitting on a panel and or taking surveys. These are not your typical free websites. They will require you to obviously put some time aside in order for you to participate in the different tests and or in the panel discussions that they actually have for you with regards to different products and or services. On some of these websites, you can even make all the way up to 700 USD per week. So if you're someone who's looking for an extra paycheck and or just looking for other ways to make money online, then I'd stay tuned to the video. Before we move on, if you haven't already, please do join our community by just hitting the subscribe button and also keeping your notifications on for the channel so that you never miss out on any of the content that happens here on Mbali Talks. Without wasting any more of your time, let's get right into it. The first website that is willing to hire you and pay you some interesting amounts of money in order for you to just give your opinion is a company called Pulse Labs. This is basically an insights company that pays you to either participate in a panel discussion with regards to certain services that are available online and or that is willing to send you products in order for you to test them out and then give them feedback. To gain a better understanding on the kind of industries that you can expect to work with on Pulse, they say here industries that use Pulse Labs for insights have a common goal, which is to provide great customer experiences. Obviously, the ultimate goal of you working as a panelist and or as a reviewer, as somebody who's going to give back your opinion to the companies, is that different companies bring onto this website their products and their services that they actually want to launch. Before those products and services can go to launch, they require people to test them out, to find out what it's like to use that product and or to use that service. That's basically where you come in as a Pulse Lab champion. Now we're going to scroll down to find out how you can actually apply on a platform like Pulse Labs. But before we do that, I just want to give you guys a heads up to say that some of the interviews that you're going to sit for on Pulse Labs actually require you to be on video/webcam, but others are available on voice. So if you're not very comfortable with people seeing your face online, then obviously you're going to avoid the camera ones. However, I would say that try not to avoid them because you find the web camera ones actually make more money than the voice ones. Moving right along, we're going to come to the bottom of the website here where we're going to click panelist, which is basically going to tell us more about what it takes for you to be a Pulse champion on Pulse Labs. Pulse champions, which is basically you, get paid to share their opinions. And in order to become a champion, first of all, you're going to need to sign up, which basically means you need to create your account and then take a brief demographic survey so that they can start finding studies you may qualify for. Secondly, you're going to take a practice test, which means you may take a brief practice test which will introduce you to their research tools and ensure you're a good Pulse Fit champion. Once you're past this initial two-step process, now you qualify for you to be able to complete studies. First of all, you're going to need to go through screening, which means once you have been approved, they'll start sending you screening surveys to see whether you match specific study requirements. Secondly, when you're a match for a study, you'll be notified and can find more details on the study in their Power Portal. And then lastly, of course, what we're all here for, you're actually going to get paid. You get paid after fully completing a study once they have reviewed it for completeness, and that typically takes about 1 to 2 weeks. Here's also a view of some of the companies that they actually work with, that obviously you know as technology companies that are always providing new products and services that are requiring testing first before they can actually go to market, which is basically what you do as a Pulse Lab champion. And what does it take to be a good Pulse champion? Good technology should make everyone's life better. That's why we need champions in all locations and from all backgrounds, ages, as well as orientations. We need champions with all levels of technology savvy, from beginner to advanced. So even if you are a bit of a technophobe just like myself, this is also a great opportunity for you to be able to make money online because they are not just looking for people that are into technology and are advanced and know where to move, whatever. They're also looking for people like yourself who are beginners, who may even give more insight than the person who's more advanced because obviously you're not used to using technology. Before we close off this section, I just want us to look a bit into their FAQs because I often find that the FAQs give a bit more insight to any questions that you might have. And even though I'm not going to read all the questions, guys, you can always come back onto the website to read the ones that you feel like are actually relevant for you. These are the ones that I'm actually going to read, and you can stay tuned and go through them with me. It says here, how does the process work? Basically, they match your background with study needs from their clients. If you match, you'll be invited to participate in a study. Sometimes that requires completing a screening survey first. Secondly, your study invitation will include all the details of the study: timing, how long it will take, how complex it will be, and how many tasks you may need to do in order for you to be able to get through that study, and so on. You decide whether you want to participate. Some studies are shorter, which means they take 15 to 60 minutes, while others may be multi-day or multi-week. Each study is typically based on one or more fairly simple tasks. Because they are separate tasks, you don't have to complete a study all at once. This is relation to the multi-day or the multi-week ones, but the ones that are 15 minutes and obviously are shorter, you need to complete them in one sitting. If you choose a study, you need to make sure you read all the instructions thoroughly before starting. One thing about survey sites that they do as you're taking your survey, they will put in something called an attention check test, which is basically a question that doesn't relate to the survey, but they put it there with an instruction to find out if you're still paying attention to the survey that you're actually doing. If you miss out on that question on any survey, best believe you're basically not going to get paid. Second question is this a full-time job? No, being a Pulse Labs champion is not a full-time job. However, it is a great way to earn some extra spending money and influence tomorrow's technology. What technology do I need to participate in studies? All you'll need is access to a laptop or desktop computer with a Chrome web browser to be able to enter your insights. We all have Chrome, guys. If you don't have Chrome in 2023, I really don't even know what you're doing on this video. Secondly, you will need to own the specific type of device or technology the study is addressing, which basically means if it's a Google device or a Google service or a Google product that's being launched, you obviously need to be able to either download that product and or be able to actually test it. You can't test a product that you don't have. The types of devices and technology that you'll need vary study by study and are listed in the study invitations. Lastly, you will need to live in the country of interest. As I mentioned before, you will need to take a demographic survey so that obviously they can match you with websites and or surveys and or services that are actually available in your own country. And lastly, we're going to find out how much you can expect to get paid. We know your time and insights are valuable, so study payments vary based on study duration and complexity, and of course on the quality of your feedback. Short, simple studies may pay $10 to $50, while longer and more involved studies may pay $50 to $100 per week. We'll also pay bonuses for exceptional feedback. All studies will be reviewed for quality assurance, and we may reduce your payment if you do not follow instructions. This is very important to note, guys, because sometimes you're going to sit there for an entire 20 minutes taking a study, but because you're not focusing on it, your answers can tell to the person that's going to review that this person was not focusing, and therefore you're going to lose out on a bit of your payment. You need to make sure you attempt all tasks, provide thorough feedback, or you make sure that you complete your study in order for you to be able to get paid. As you guys can see, you stand to make anything between $10 to $100 per week on a platform like Pulse Labs. And I genuinely believe that if you give yourself time on platforms like Pulse Labs, you can actually make way more money than even just $100 a week by obviously taking more surveys. But I just feel like this is one of those websites that you can check out if you're somebody who's trying to make a bit of extra money for yourself online. If you're finding this video valuable, please don't forget to hit the like button so that this video can do well on YouTube's algorithm and can reach more people. Without wasting any more of your time, let's get into the next website. The next website we're going to look at is actually very rare, and I found it a bit strange when I was doing my research, but I guess I understand why it's then called Rare Patient Voice. Rare Patient Voice is basically a platform for patients and caregivers to be able to share their voice as what they say here. It says, I have a voice that deserves to be heard, which is basically you as a patient and or you as a caregiver. They say, are you a patient or caregiver with something to say? Then make your voice heard by participating in paid surveys, interviews, and online communities. All you have to do is sign up and start talking to the right people. It's absolutely free for you to sign up, and they also accept rare and non-rare diagnosis, which basically means if you have a disease that you feel like, you know what, it's a bit of a rare diagnosis, then this is also a good platform for you to be able to actually use that disease on the upside to be able to make a bit of extra money for yourself, taking these surveys and participating in these interviews. To learn more about Rare Patient Voice, we're going to click this tab here so that we can obviously understand what it is that they do. It says for patients, you can share your voice to improve patients' lives. Rare Patient Voice provides patients with the opportunity to share their voices to improve medical products and services. Because quite honestly, who knows better than you about your journey and experiences? They connect you with researchers who are developing products and services to improve the lives of patients, especially with rare diseases. Your voice can help you as well as others with your condition. I know here it says rare diseases, but in the previous page they did say even if your disease is not rare, you can still participate on a platform like Rare Patient Voice in order for you to be able to take studies as well as make money while you're at it. When you join Rare Patient Voice, you may be invited to participate in interviews, surveys, or online communities where you will share your insights. You will earn 120 USD per hour, guys, for participating in these studies. And obviously, you can read more here about how they use your information if you're concerned about the safety and privacy, obviously, of that information. They say by making your voice heard, you're a catalyst for change. Rest assured that your input will be used to help other patients just like you. They usually have hundreds of studies running at any time, so there are many opportunities to participate. Currently, in fact, they are looking for patients and caregivers with many different health conditions. However, that does not guarantee we will have surveys for you. You might also not hear from them for several months, or you might hear from them twice in 1 week. So it just depends on what their needs are at the time, what they are wanting to talk about, the kind of disease that you have also. I know that, like I said, this sounds like a weird job, but quite honestly, there's a lot of people online who are going through different diseases and or different cycles in their lives that could use the kind of information that somebody like you may have if you happen to have that same disease and are willing to take the surveys in order to share your experiences. Also, these studies actually help the people that develop medicines and care for patients to be able to know what it is that they can do in order to either improve those products and or to provide a better service. Upon further research on their website, however, I did notice that they only operate in the US, in Canada, in the UK, Germany, France, Italy, Spain, Australia, as well as New Zealand. And I know that sometimes this may seem a bit discouraging if you're in Africa, but there's a lot of websites that started off just in the US and then started spreading around the world. So I would definitely keep Rare Patient Voices in mind when you're looking for an online job in order for you to be able to make money, while obviously giving feedback about your rare or non-rare disease and or if you're a caregiver. Not only that, I also know and appreciate the fact that there are people that are from the US as well as UK as well as a bit of Canada that watch Mbali Talks, and therefore this is my plug for you guys to be able to make a bit of extra money online doing Rare Patient Voices. The next website we're going to look at is actually also an app that is great for people that actually like testing websites. It's called User Brain. I like the fact that their website is literally sweet and short and straight to the point, so that's exactly what we're also going to do. They say make money testing websites from home, and this is how it actually works. 1. You sign up and download their User Brain recorder for Google Chrome, iOS, or Android to start testing websites. So that basically means it works both on laptops as well as phones. 2. You speak your thoughts while going through a set of tasks for about 5 to 10 minutes. If you're used to testing websites, this is very common because they do require you to speak while you're actually testing the platform so that they can know what your movements were, what your feelings were when you're experiencing it, and therefore they can know how to actually improve the user experience. Number 3, you will receive new tests and get paid $5 per test via PayPal. I know that $5 can seem like a small amount of money, but some of these tests actually take anything from, like they said, 5 to about 20 minutes. So you could make anything between $5 all the way to $50 per test. What happens after you apply? You will be asked to record a qualification test. Don't worry, they'll give you a tour and a guide first so that you know exactly how everything works. Then they will review your video and give you feedback on how and what you might improve in your future tests. If you are approved to be a User Brain tester, you will start receiving paid tests immediately. We already know how much you can expect to get paid. You earn exactly $5 for every 5 to 20 minutes test video that is approved. So based on my calculation, let's say maybe you stand to make about $15 per hour because there's about 20 minutes in every hour. But should the test be a bit shorter, say maybe 5 minutes, then of course you are standing to make even more money in that hour. They also have an example video that you can check out on their YouTube channel by just clicking this link here. However, for us who are interested in staying onto the video, I just want us to visit their knowledge base so that we can obviously get a bit more information about what to expect. The first thing that I came onto, which is obviously a question that a lot of people usually have, is how do I get paid? It says here on their website, we pay testers via PayPal. You'll earn $5 per approved test PayPal is the only way of getting paid for your tests. Unfortunately, we can't make exceptions here for other payment providers. That's the most important part that I actually wanted to share with you guys here, to say that UserBrain is available for people that actually have PayPal. If you do not have PayPal, then this may not be the right platform for you. It usually takes them about 5 to 10 business days in order for them to be able to make payment to you. So you are basically going to be getting paid either every week or every 10 days. My next question of interest is, can you retake your qualification test if maybe you go through the test and you find that you haven't passed it? Here's what they say. Yes, you can. After you finish your recording, you'll have a chance to have a look at your video recording. If you realize that there was something wrong with your recording, you can retake the qualification test by clicking on discard this test and retry before the final upload. This is very generous of this website, because you find a lot of the websites that work on user testing don't allow you to go back to review your test in order for you to make sure that it's actually correct and or it's in line with the instructions that they're actually given you. So UserBrain is definitely one of those websites that I'll check out if I'm trying to make money online, taking surveys and or testing websites. The next website that we're going to check out if you're trying to make money online taking surveys, and I mean real money, guys, like we spoke about it. These are not the fast making money where they're going to pay you $0.05. No, this is actually real cash, guys. This company is called Product Report Card. It says here, more high paying surveys and free product tests than anywhere else. Join now and enjoy over 400 surveys, all with payouts of $0.5 all the way to 500 USD, plus an average of 32 free product tests every month. So basically, on Product Report Card, companies submit different products as well as studies that they want you to be able to test at home and or online, and then they are willing to pay you for that opinion. 3 simple steps to earn your first $5 instantly. 1, you get to create your free account. All you have to do is answer a couple of easy questions such as do you have pets, etc., and enter your email address. This takes less than a minute. Secondly, you take a short 5-minute survey. This survey helps us match you with paid surveys and at-home product test opportunities. The more information you provide, the more we will match you with. Again, I cannot emphasize how much you need to be able to beef up your profile when you're registering on sites like Product Report Card, because that is what determines if you're actually going to be chosen for certain studies. And then 3, you earn your reward. Your first $5 reward is waiting for you. So I think this $5 is basically like a sign-up bonus that you get for the fact that you've obviously created your account and then you've taken their short survey. So if you're interested in a free $5, you can start right there. And it also helps for you to be able to create the money in order for you to be able to cash out, because I do know that they actually have a $25 threshold before you can actually cash out your cash. Since 2012, Product Report Card has worked with over 200 companies and run more than 18,500 paid surveys, which is basically all the chances that you have for you to be able to make money. Some of the examples that they have on their websites of some of the things that you can expect is for you to watch a TV show and say maybe make $2, take part in an online focus group. These pay a lot more, up to $100. Retail shopping, if maybe they require you to be acting like a field agent type of job and they're willing to pay you $1. And you find a lot of the videos that relate to retail shopping that you'd have to do as part of your work for a paid survey is just literally to take a picture of something or to participate in making sure that the product is placed properly in the shop, etc. They also do webcam focus groups from home, and of course these obviously pay a bit more, all the way up to 75 USD for a 75-minute session. So there's different ways for you to be able to make money. There's obviously the cheaper options that you can do, but there's also the more priced efforts that you can do, like the focus groups and the webcam, that are actually going to make you a bit more money online. Scrolling down to the website, we find there are frequently asked questions. The one that I actually obviously wanted to focus on was, how long does it take to get paid? They say every day we invite you to participate in paid surveys. The more surveys you take, the more rewards you earn. Once you accumulate $25 in rewards, you can redeem your rewards for an Amazon gift code. Some product tests, phone interviews, or shop-along studies that pay 100 to 500 USD will be sent to you via Visa card or by check, which basically means they pay via EFT or by check. Check for people that obviously stay in the United States, but Product Report Card is actually available in 17 different countries. So if your country falls in that, then you're probably more viable for an EFT kind of option instead of them obviously sending a check. But I just feel like this is one of the platforms that you can check out in order for you to be able to make a bit of extra money online, taking surveys and or testing different products. If you found this video valuable, please hit the like button so that this video can do well on YouTube's algorithm. And also please don't be shy to subscribe so that you can join Mbali Talks, and also leave your notifications on so that you never miss out on any of our content. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.